Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It is I, your host with the most, as always, Francois878, and welcome to another episode of Warframe Wednesdays, where I discuss topical issues in the community and give you my opinion. This week's episode is going to be on the new Starchart that will be implemented in Update 17 that will change the way we play the game, basically. But first, I'm going to be announcing the Platinum winners from last week's giveaway. Those people being IDK, Keely Ashton, perhaps, and Daniel Hanneman. I've already reached out to these people to get their Platinum, so congratulations to them for being the 3 lucky winners of 75 Platinum each. Congratulations. And remember, guys, at the beginning of every month, the first Warframe Wednesdays of the month, that's when I do the giveaways. And then I announce the winners on the next week, on the second Wednesday. So, if you want to participate in that, and if you want to be involved in that, please stay tuned for that next month. June, I guess, is the next time you'll be able to do that. But let's get into the meat of this episode. The topic being the new Starchart. And when I first heard about this, I was a little skeptical. Basically, right now there's 200 and some odd missions right now between Mercury and Pluto. And you can play any, if you've unlocked all the missions, you can play any one of those missions, at any time, whenever you'd like. Now, the odds of you getting a party together in order, every single mission is slim to none right now. Not every mission on every planet is popular enough to have a team, and there's a lot of missions that it takes a while to get a team together for. You usually have to go to recruiting chat, and even then, you might not have any luck. And, there are, big levels that are popular, especially amongst higher level people, because they give the best rewards. So right now, you have the freedom to do whatever you want, but at the same time, you don't have the ability to do some missions because of lack of players. What Digital Extremes is planning on doing is cutting the missions down significantly. I believe the number is 20, but I could be wrong. So instead of having 200 and some missions available at any time on any planet, assuming you've unlocked it, you're going to have 20 kind of randomized missions. There'll still be missions, from the Starchart. You'll still play, Draco on Cirrus occasionally, and you'll still play, Mercury missions and Earth missions and whatnot. But you won't have the freedom to just go and do a mission for free whenever you want. Now, I know what you guys are thinking. Well, that sucks. What if I want to play, X mission, over and over and over again? Why can't I do that? Well, you can. What they're adding, the randomized missions, and they're also adding, in addition to where you'll be able to make a mission key. So let's say you want to play X mission. You go into, your foundry and you make X mission. You make that X mission key. And then you can play that mission whenever you want. It costs resources to do that. But you can, you can do that whenever you'd like. And I'm going to actually speak very briefly on the footage you're seeing behind me. The footage is actually from the new operation, the Tube Men of Rigor, and the reason I have this footage up, this is not another operation video or anything, but this is the only level that people are playing right now. I couldn't get any, and that's why the majority of my videos on my weapon reviews and stuff, are on the Dark Sector in Ceres, because that's one of the few missions that people play consistently. and so that's the easiest mission that I can find and get into consistently, without having to go to recruiting chat, because recruiting chat's a mess 90% of the time. So it is a problem, and the way that they're going to fix it is very similar to Payday 2's mission system, matchmaking system, where you have like 5 or 6 heists that are just random difficulties, random heists, and they just kind of pop in and out. And you also can choose from other people, who are hosting games. Let's say they're hosting, X mission or Y mission, and then you can select those. Now, I don't know how they're going to implement that outside of just people in recruiting chat, but I really, personally, I think that the Payday 2 matchmaking system is pretty good. I've never had an issue finding... maybe in the dead of night at 3 a.m., you're not likely to find a particular mission that you're gonna, try and get, but it works. It's not... I've never, when I'm hosting a game, I've never sat for more than 5 minutes waiting for people to come and join my game, unless I'm playing something that's a little bit more weird, like a super easy, normal X mission, It's... I feel like this will, if there's only 20 missions to choose from, more people will play those missions, and it will basically... I think it's really good for the community. Like, yes... It's taking a little bit of your freedom away of being able to, for free pick any mission you want at any time. But if 3/4 of those missions aren't being played by anybody anyways, like, what's the point of having them available? This way you always get into a match with people if that's what you want to do. Obviously, the solo option is still available, but if you're somebody like me that likes to play with people... you have that option now of, and most of the time, if, let's say you want to play an interception mission or a survival mission, there'll be 20 different missions available. I'm sure every single game mode will be represented at all times, or it damn well better be. That would be really dumb of them. You may not be able to find a survival mission at the particular level, at the particular enemy level that you're looking for, but it will be there, and, we have no idea how much it's going to cost to make a key yet. I assume that if you want to make a key for a Mercury mission, the building requirements will probably be less than if you were building a key for, let's say, a Pluto mission or a Ceres mission. But I think they're going to be pretty reasonable. When you buy a contract in Payday 2, it just costs cash. Well, then again, cash is really the only type of currency in that game, so I guess that's kind of a moot point. But, I'm assuming that the requirements to building a key aren't going to be that outrageous. I'm hoping. I say that now. I'm hoping that the building requirements for the keys are going to be pretty low and will not discourage players from building keys. Because if they make the build requirements too much, not everyone wants to, do not everyone is going to want to do a key share every time. Some people are just going to want to grab one key, grab some people, and be done. Not everyone is going to want to do the mission 4 times over, in order to get enough resources just to build one more key. So I'm excited about being able to always be able to find a party. I'm a little bit skeptical on the key building aspect. I hope they do it right. I hope they don't do the resources. It doesn't have to be a tiny amount. I'm not asking for it to be that, but I'm just asking for the mission key building requirements to be reasonable and not, crazy. I don't think that's too much. But I'm excited. I'm tentatively excited. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that this new system will facilitate more play and people will be excited about it. I'm really hoping that that's the case. I'm really hoping that it makes the game, feel more, like there's more stuff going on, I guess. But that's going to be about it for this episode of Warframe Wednesdays, ladies and gentlemen. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I appreciate it. It does help the channel out. And this has been your host with the most, as always, Francois878, signing out.